Well, hello, friends. Coach Bob with you. Let me close this face shield and we'll get going on this. Welcome to Worship on Wheels. Yes, another Sunday has arrived, man. It is a beautiful gray day here in Tallahassee, Florida. It's in the mid-60s, nice and cool. The sun is in and out from behind the clouds. You have those moments where it's just shining down on you. Life's good, huh? Well, today we're going to be talking about something that I think you might find quite interesting, especially if you fall into that category of more mature, we shall say, or old, however you want to put it. If you wake up and you smell like mothballs and liniment, then you know you're part of the crowd, and that's okay. I am not mocking you because I am a part of that group. I really am, and I enjoy where I am. I had a young person come up to me this week and ask me some questions about getting older, and we're going to talk about that and what's going on in the world today and how culturally things have gotten really all out of whack when it comes to age. You know, the world seems to worship youth nowadays, and that's just how it is. But anyway, we're going to talk about that right after we share a couple of Bible verses. So Proverbs 16:31 says, "Gray hair is a crown of glory. It is gained in a righteous life." In 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17, it says, "Let the elders who rule well be considered worthy of double honor, especially those who labor in preaching and teaching." All right, so there you have it, right? Just a couple of little interesting verses there for you. You know, the crown of glory. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm wearing the old crown of glory. I know what you're saying. You know, Coach, you don't have any hair. You cut it all off. And I do. I shave my head. I do. But trust me, when I don't, my hair is white. And I'm okay with that. I really, really am. But let's talk about society. Let's talk about culture. Let's talk a few things about youth and that sort of thing, because this was a very interesting conversation with some young people who were asking me, because I am physically fit, I am, and they look at me and they go, "Coach, you just don't look like an old man." And to them, of course, they're 16 to 20 years old, and me, I'm almost 60 years old. So they look at me and they go, "You're an anomaly, you're odd." And they respect me, and they love asking me questions about anything and everything. We had a big conversation about age this week, and it was really, really cool. They asked me, they go, "Coach, would you like to be young like us again?" I bet you would. And my answer shocked them. I told them, "No, I really don't want to be your age. And you don't want to be my age. And that is good. That's how it was supposed to be. That's how God designed it. We're designed to get older. We're designed to mature. We're designed to deserve our place, to have a double helping of glory, to have a double helping of honor, to have a double helping of respect from young people. And not only are we to expect it, we should demand it. God has placed us there. You know, one of the things I tell people, you work really hard to get to a place, and a lot of folks, after they earn their position, they're afraid of it. And I'm like, take your seat at the table. Take your place at the table. If you've earned your spot, take a seat. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't be afraid of it. And likewise, what we have done in our society, and I explain this to them, because I'm going to tell you, I got some good-looking kids on my team. I mean, these guys, they are muscular, they are athletic, they are handsome young men who I mean, they're everything that we were when we were young, okay? They've got the muscles, they're awesome, they're intelligent, and all of that stuff. And it's very easy to look back at those times in our life and quantify what we are in this mathematical equation of this physicality, and that's all that you are. And you're way more than that. In fact, I would say it's the least important part of you. But when you're young, that's what you really have, and so that's what you're really proud of, and that's normal. That's how it's supposed to be. But so many times as parents and grandparents, now I'm not talking about the nurturing and taking care of and feeding and loving and all that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. All that's good stuff. But what I am talking about is lifting children to this godhood status, lifting youth up to this godhood status to where we worship it. We worship it. We decide, I want to be young again, and I want to do this or do that. Not because I like it, but because I'm willing to be uncomfortable so that people will think that I'm young. Now, I don't care I'm not talking about if you have an older guy that likes cool tennis shoes. I like cool tennis shoes. I like Converse, as a matter of fact. I've been wearing Converse since 1973, 74, whenever it was. Long time ago. Middle school. But back then it wasn't middle school, it was junior high school. So I've been wearing Converse for a long dadgum time. Now, I've had friends go, "What are you trying to do, be a kid?" No, I love these shoes. I'm not trying to be a kid. People can see me as that, and that's okay. I don't mind that people might want to poke fun at me a little bit. Certainly my friends, I expect them to. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where you try to change what you are because you're afraid of getting old. Don't be afraid of growing old. Growing old is an honor. That gray hair is your crown of glory. And it's funny, my son always picks at me. He goes, "Dad, you got some white hair." I'm like, "I do. It ain't even gray no more. It's white." We'll go hiking or we'll do something I don't get to shave. And he goes, "Man, Dad, look at your face. All your hair's gray on your face." I'm like, "Yes, man. I'm a grandpa. I'm a grandpa." Now, I don't see myself as a grandpa in a lot of ways, but I am, y'all. And I love where I am. I don't want to go back. I am grateful that I have a place at the table where younger people would come to me and be inspired and be lifted up so that they will be greater people. I didn't have that when I was in my 20s or my 30s or my 40s. Those things developed in me over years of being a man, of being a leader in my career, of all of those things. And God put me in a place as a coach to where I could uplift young people. And it really is an amazing, amazing thing. I have the honor of counseling my children, my kids. My kids aren't perfect. They make a lot of mistakes just like your kids do. And I love them. I love them all. And I remember making those same mistakes. I remember, and my father would look at me and he would tell me, "Boy, you're ignorant." He'd say, "You're not stupid, you're ignorant. You don't know yet. You don't know. You have to learn. You don't know what you don't know. And so you make stupid mistakes. And you don't think that the gravity of those mistakes is going to really be of any consequence. But often they are later in life." Let's turn this thing around here. I haven't been back in this neighborhood in a long time. It's grown. But the idea of having your crown of glory and walking around with it with great dignity and honor is what you should do. It's what we should do. God has called us to that. And I am grateful that He has allowed me to live this long and to have the privilege of being here. The Bible talks about that honoring, that double honor that we're supposed to give. I have some subscribers on this channel as well as friends apart from this channel that are in excess of 20 years older than me. In fact, I've got a friend that is 30 years older than me. Yeah, they're 90, okay? They are a fount of wisdom and knowledge. They have seen more than I will ever see. And the insight that they have to offer me, not just about life, but about aging, about growing older, about all of the things that you're going to contend with. Man, it is wonderful. They have enlightened me so much. And just to be able to connect with folks, a lot of times it's just in a comment section here at the bottom of this channel, or it may be at a motorcycle rally via a cup of coffee or sharing a meal together. to be able to hear what they have to say and learn from them, it's an honor. It is an absolute honor for me to sit there and grow and learn as a result of their life. You know, I had a young coach come up to me this past week, as a matter of fact. I'd given a motivational speech to my team prior to our meet, and he was asking me questions about where I came up with all of this stuff that I was teaching them about effort. It really wasn't about swimming. It was about excellence. It was about achievement. It was about racing. It was about giving your all. It was about not sacrificing the gift of performance. You've been given a gift, and to not give your very best is to sacrifice the gift. And you never sacrifice the gift. You know, that was a Steve Prefontaine quote, by the way. But where did I learn all of this stuff? It was through years and years. It was through godly leadership of other men. It was through sacrifice of endurance sports through the years. It was through high school athletics and all of that. It was through a professional career of well over 20 years of leading other people through a career field. And God developed me through all of that to lead young people. And if it wasn't for all of those things, all of the pain in my life that I've been through, and for you guys who have been on the channel a long time, you know all about all that stuff. I'm not going to go into that here. But, you know, it developed me. I wouldn't want to go through it again, but I'll tell you right now, I'm glad I went through it because it changed me. And it put this crown of glory on my head, and I'm grateful for that. So for all of my fellow crown wearers and non-crown wearers, whether you're the person that gets the portion of double honor or you're the young person who has the blessing of portioning out that double helping of honor to that elder, and both sides of that are an absolute gift. I want you to know this. You guys, y'all are loved. And so am I. And that is an amazing thing. Take your place at the table. Wear that crown of glory and walk the walk. And do me a favor. Go change the world. I'll see you on the road real soon.